It's Wednesday, October 1st. Let's do some trading. Let's do some trading. See if I can get an entry here. Okay, I'll come right back. Okay, I've taken an entry here. Take an entry to go long. We'll see if I'm right. It's going to be for 100 ticks. 100 tick trade. So just calculating my out here. Let's see. Yeah, I can see what it's maybe doing here. Yep, because that's the one and not that one. May have to reverse position here. We'll see. This trade's going to be for 100 ticks here. So this is a big one. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back. Starting to move up here. I still haven't confirmed that I've got the right direction yet, but I think I do. I'm not sure. Should be able to confirm it here shortly. I think I do, but you can, be more mathematically sure here very soon if it does a certain thing. It's definitely getting choppy. It's choppy in here. It'll do that sometimes on a Wednesday because the news will come out in an hour. News comes out in an hour. Or it can get choppy sometimes. Okay, I'm in the interest of time. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'll be back. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I do have the right direction. Just wanted to make sure. Mathematics are much higher now that I do. I should continue to go up. And this trade's good for 100 ticks. That's how easy it is. 100 ticks in the bag. How would how would you like to be able to trade like that and know that sort of thing? I mean, the mathematics aren't 100%, and I'm going to get 100 ticks right now, but the math is pretty good. Pretty darn good. Okay, on the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'll come back, show you the progression, and of course the outcome of the trade. But it's gone through its period, and I believe that I've got the right direction. I should have it. And see, it's all a mathematical calculation. It's all here. It's all here. It's all math. Simple math, but math nonetheless. And that's why I know it's going to go up. So I'll come back and show you the progression and outcome of this trade, but I'm going for 100 ticks, and I should be able to get it mathematically. We'll come back. Just wanted to show you it's moving along here. It's gonna, it's still got a long ways to go to the 100 tick exit. It's got to go to 92.97. We're at 92.14 now, so it's got quite a ways to go, but plenty of time. Plenty of time to make it, and mathematically it should make it. And this is pretty easy stuff when you know how the code works. It's not too hard, and I'm going to be starting a charting service within a few days, and this charting service is going to be the answer to your ability to be able to not only learn but keep track of everything, so that you know exactly what the code is, so that you can enter into it properly, just like I did this morning. I take one entry, make 100 ticks, do that almost every day. Does a person need to make more money than that? I mean, I haven't even come close to making 100 ticks yet, and I'm already calling it out as 100 ticks. And I'm going to do this every day, simply by knowing the code. Okay, it's going to goof around up here for a little while before it shoots back up again and goes even higher. It's going to go up and down, up and down. But you'll see, in another hour or two I'll be at 100 ticks and be done. So I'll come back, show you the progression of the trade. But like right here, a lot of people would just get out, would they not? Lock in the profits, get out, right? But if you know it's going to go to 100 ticks, then instead of locking in 750 or 800, you lock in 5,000. Big difference, huh? Between 800 and 5,000? All by knowing the code. I'll be back. This thing has come all the way down and double bottomed. Here comes the news. There it goes. Double bottomed off the code. There it goes. It's taken off. Bye-bye. See, it's all a matter of knowing what the code is before the news even comes out. You can be in the right position. It's just going to take off. Making money the easy way. All it did was double bottom off the code. That's all it did. It'll do that sometimes off the news, they wait for the news to come out and they take it. But the whole point is knowing what the right direction will be before news even comes out. And that's all just a matter of the code. The news always follows the code too. There is no independent news where it comes out and changes the code. Although I have seen that on occasion. It doesn't happen very often. They usually always will follow the code. Just sometimes it seems like maybe they changed it right at the news and they decided to take it the other way for some reason. But it doesn't happen very often. I'd say it follows the code 9 times out of 10. So all it's going to do is just continue to go up, and it'll go hit the exit at 92.97. It's just a matter of time now. Anyway, this is all just simple mathematics. And of course, you know, I don't want to make this sound too easy. It's definitely takes some practice and some knowledge and stuff like that. But if you ever wanted to get good at something, this would be something to get good at. Because, you know, you could do well, make good money, all from home, anywhere you want to live. For those of you code traders out there, you can see that you know, the best thing for those of you out there that really want some help or something, need help, you really should get my charting service when I start it up, because it'll really help you. I guarantee it. It'll really help you a lot, because it's all in the chart. The code is in the chart. Everything is in the chart. Anyway, it's going to take a while for it to get up there. It's going to go up and down first before it finally makes it to the exit. But we are on our way. Anyway, I'll pause the video. I'll come back and show you the progression and the outcome of this trade, but it'll probably only take about within 2 hours. It'll make it. Within 2 hours. And it'll make it to the 100 tick exit. So I'll come back in just a little bit, update you on this trade. It's moving up here. Just broke the top again. Still got quite a ways to go though. Just wanted to show you the progression of it. It's going straight up on the 10-minute right now, and there's a green bar, you know, starting up on the daily. Nice little green bar. But you know, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the code, obviously. But the code is in line with the chart now, so that's always a good sign. It's not necessarily good, but just as a general rule, it's a good sign. Not always though. I'd say it's only a good sign about maybe 60% of the time, maybe. The other 40% of the time, it'll look like it's going to do one thing, but that it does another. So always follow the code, obviously. But when they're lined up together, that generally is good. But anyway, mathematically, it's going to hit the exit with about, let's see, at least a 70%, if not more like an 80%. I'd say I think it's about 80%. It's about 80% it'll hit the exit of 100 ticks today. Actually, let me back that off to like 70%. It's a 70%. But 70% on 100 ticks is a lot, especially when you're only using a 20 tick stop. It's a tremendous amount of money coming out ahead. So, but the point that I would like to make to all of you traders out there is, once you establish what the code is and you're taking the code, you know, on the code too, don't get scared. Don't get out. If the code breaks, then get out. But if the code holds, stay in. Just like here, you see that it went down on me, like right here. You look at the low right there. It went down on me below my position. And I set the stop to stop me out if the code broke. but it didn't break. So I held on, and then it just shot up into the news. Here's your 7:30 news. Just shot up into the news. Now it's just playing a game for a while, and then later it'll shoot up again and keep going higher. Well, people don't know that, and so they're, getting caught shorting here. They're getting caught getting out, and they took a profit, and they're happy now, but they have no idea that they can take much more of a profit if only they were to hold. And you say, well, how can you know that? Well, you can. You absolutely can. So anyway, it's going to take a while. It's going to take another hour, 2 hours probably to get there. So just got to play a waiting game now. I will be back in just a little bit to show you the progression and the outcome of this trade. I just wanted to come back and show you really quick. Look at the high that it made, right? At 45, I think it is. And look at it come all the way back down. That's 35 ticks. Almost 40 ticks now, all the way back down. What I wanted to show you about this is that these things don't always just go in one direction. They don't always just don't go up, or always just don't go down like it did yesterday. Yesterday was just nothing but down. All you did basically go short. They don't always do that. They'll jump around up and down. But the most important thing to know is that you've got the code and that it's going to make it to the 100 tick exit. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter whether it goes up or down. It doesn't matter. As long it only does two things. Number one, doesn't hit your stop. Number two, it hits your exit. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what it does. The point is knowing where the entry point is and where the exit point is. That's all that matters. So I know it's difficult to hold on to the ride, but what I want to all of you to realize is that you have to look at this mathematically, not emotionally. Take the emotion out of it. Look at it mathematically, see it for what it is, and take it and also play it mathematically. If it's wrong, you mathematically get out, right? Well, that's what your stop's for, obviously. So, it's all a matter of knowing what's going to happen before it happens, regardless of what it does. It's going to do all kinds. Sometimes it's just going to go straight up or straight down. Sometimes it's going to go up. It's going to come down. It's going to go up. Sometimes it's going to do what it's doing here. I mean, it's putting on quite a show, to go up and down here. I mean, since this market started, here's the market started, right here. Let's see, right here, market starts, up and down, up and down, up and down. It goes up and then it comes down. Then it shoots up and now it comes down. I mean, it's just, it's just going up and down this range for quite a while now. It's going to take a while before it finally takes off. Just keeps going up. If it made it easy every day, everybody would be able to make money from this. They don't want that. So they want to make it tricky. But the whole point in being able to do this is knowing the code. With that, you have the advantage, like there's no tomorrow. So, anyway, just wanted to show you that, if I wanted to, I could have took the code 1 entry to go long. To go short right there. I could have taken, let's see here, where's another one at? Yeah, I could be following code 1 if I wanted to, but why bother? All I gotta do is take that one entry. We're only taking one today, still holding it, and at the end of the day, I'll have $5,000 up there. That's it. Amazing, isn't it? Crazy that somebody could call that before it even happens, and then watch, it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen today, it'll happen tomorrow. It'll happen the next day. It's going to happen 70-80% of the time. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm going to come back, show you the progression and outcome of this trade. Just wanted to show you really quick. It's broken through its previous top, which was right here. And it just broke through. We're getting closer. closer and closer. Still probably take a while though, because it's gonna go up and then it's gonna go back down again. Then it'll go up. But the point is that it'll make it, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter whether it goes up or whether it goes down. Like for instance, would it matter if it goes all the way back down right now to my entry, but then goes all the way back up and makes it to the exit by the end of the day? It doesn't matter, right? As long as it makes it. That's all that matters. It's probably not going to make it right here. I mean, let me take that back. It's not going to make it right here. It's going to come back down first, and then later it'll go up and make it. Still probably got about an hour to go, probably. Unless this is going to be like a 200 tick day, which it might be. I'm just going to take 100 though, because the math on the 100 is very high, whereas 200 it gets a lot lower. And like I said, when you're trading, you always want to keep your math high at all times. But we're getting close. 97 is the exit. 12 ticks away here. I got it at 96. Alright. Oh, it's at 97. We're close. Almost exiting time. It's a moving this morning. But I just would like to demonstrate how if this thing starts coming down, let me calculate this for a second. 97, that's 100 ticks, right? And where did it go to? 88. So that went 90 ticks. Okay, it went 91 ticks. Alright. Do need to think of an exit plan here. Just in case it only goes that, what would I want to get out at? Let me set the stop. We'll put it at 80 ticks. We'll lock in 80. How about that? We're at 90, 7, 87, 77 is 80. That's a little too shy. Yeah, let's see how it does here. I got a code coming up too. Or it might move up into the code here. Give a top right there. Alright, I'm going to set the stop at 77. There's nothing wrong with 80 ticks. $92.77 on the stop. Lock in 80 ticks. It's alright. 80 ticks is good. Just let it go. It may not hit it. It may keep on going, but probably not. Okay, there you go. A quick 80 ticks this morning. Piece of cake. Now, if I wanted to, I could go for the full 100. But here's the thing. Let me explain this, okay? You remember how I say that code 2 is good for 100 ticks? That's true. Generally speaking, it'll move between 100 and 140 is what it generally moves. There are times, though, when it will only move about 80 to 100. And it just went. Well, let me see. Let me see something really quick. Let's see here. Yeah, see, because if you knew what the code was, you'd see that there's a. Let's see here. There's a 20 penny discrepancy there. Okay, and so if you were to calculate that in, if this thing has already moved 100 and 100 and like let's call it 107 ticks, only because of the discrepancy of the code. It's a I can't describe it because I'd give it away, but the discrepancy on the code, and for those of you who know what it is, you could see it on the chart right now. And you see what it is you have to calculate that in too. Now of course, you know, you're calculating in the entry. Now I got a pretty good entry though. So actually I got a pretty darn good entry right there. So yeah, 100 ticks. I should have just held it. It's probably going to make it. But hold on a second. We got a code here. We got code 1. Hold on. Let me take a look at something. I wasn't paying much attention because we got a code 1. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's going to be a long entry off of code 1. There it is right there. It looks like it's going to go up and break. So it's probably going to go up and make my exit that I would have hit the 100. But the thing is you know, sometimes it'll come back down, and you know, locking in. There's nothing wrong with locking in 80. Try not to let it get close to 100 and then you don't lock in 80, because sometimes it'll do that on you and then come back down. Isn't it better just to lock in 80 but miss the full 100 than it is to go for the full 100 and not lock in 80 and then it goes back down from there? Because that sometimes does happen. So what I'm trying to say is when it gets to the top and it's really close to the exit, give it a chance to let it go to the exit, but lock it in. You must lock it in. If it comes back and hits you like it just did me, then it does. Don't worry about it. Don't kick yourself. 80 ticks is almost the same thing as 100. Don't think in, and also stop thinking in terms of money. Think in terms of ticks, and then just control your contracts. Okay, it's a factor of ticks by contracts, not money. Try to take the money equation out of it. Even though I know you probably think in terms of money, but think in terms of, don't try to make money, try to make ticks. And that'll help you to take the money equation out of it. And just think in terms of ticks. I just made 80 ticks. Okay, I could have made 100 ticks. Well, not yet. Getting close, right? But I just made 80, you know? Is 80 good? Yeah, 80 is good. Don't worry about it. So there would be other times when I wouldn't get hit and it would go up and hit my 100 ticks. So you see, I get it. Other times I lock it in. But one way or another, once it gets to that point, it's starting to get risky, a little bit risky, lock it in. Here comes my 100 tick exit. But I won't beat myself up over it. Trust me. Not at all. I'm just trying to demonstrate and show for you how this is done. And you see the code 1 all over the chart right now. I mean, just look at the chart right now for you code players. You got 1, 2, 3, well, 3 code 1 entries, and then a fourth, another one that you don't know if that would be the code or not, but and I don't think it is the code actually. No, it's not the code, but it could be the code. You could have used it as a possibility. But you definitely got 3 code 1 entries to go along right there on that chart. So, and it looks like it's going to maybe give a code 1 entry to go short here. So it made it 1 tick from my exit right there so far. But no matter what it does, even if it goes up another 500 ticks, I don't care. Just took 80 ticks. Successful trade. Time to call it a day. For me. Other people, you're young, you got energy, you want to get in, you want to trade, you want to make money, you want the challenge, you want the fun. Go for it. Knock yourself out. I used to do the same thing. Enjoy being young. It's great. Now I'm going to go relax and take it easy. And actually, I've got stuff to do. I got to teach some people some trading. I got stuff to do, but anyway, you can see that it's not rocket science. It's not super hard. It does take some practice and some knowledge, but with the code, you've got the ability to be able to do this successfully and make a lot of money at it and have an absolute 100% advantage over any and all traders in the world. Guaranteed. I mean, some people may have developed their own trading system that works really good, and that's great. That's wonderful. I got nothing against anything that works. But there's no doubt about it that they can't compare that. They can't compare any trading system to the code. It's impossible. It's a mathematical impossibility. So anyway, I'm going to get going. Call it a day. 80 ticks today. I probably still will make the 100. But mathematically, it's not worth risking. I could have locked in 70 and went for 100. That's fine too. 70 is good too. There's nothing wrong with 70 ticks either. But you must lock in something when you get that high. Even if you only locked in 50, that's okay too. But don't let it go all the way almost to 100 and let it go all the way back. Don't do that. Do you see what I'm saying? Never do that. Lock in something. Okay, I think I've hammered that point home. I'm gonna get going. Happy trading out there, traders, and I will be back. I'm not gonna take the trade later today because I've already traded. I'm gonna go do a bunch of things now, and so I will be back tomorrow for this same trade. I'm gonna start doing this trade every day because this is where all the money's at, as you can see. So I'll be back tomorrow. Happy trading out there, everybody.